Now in this video we are going to talk about the toolbar of After Effects. Now obviously toolbar starts with the home. If you click on it, it will create open your home settings, okay, which we don't want right now, so let's close it. Then you will get this option called selection tool. For example, if you have created any shape and if you deselect that object, but right now you are in your ellipse tool only, okay, so that time we simply use selection tool. Shortcut key is V, and with the help of that you can select any kind of object which is over there, which is a very simple concept to understand. Okay, so let's bring this over here. After that you will get this option called hand tool, which is just like our previous video. As I said, if you hit spacebar and click, you can pan your area. This option is similar. If you click on it, you don't need to hit spacebar. Just with the help of left click as well, you can adjust your settings. Okay, so let's make this fit like this. After that you will get this zoom. The shortcut key is Z. All you need to do is simply click on it like that. Okay, so you can adjust it like this. Okay, after that you will get this option called rotation. Generally in After Effects, if you want to rotate something, you have to press R and then you have to adjust the rotation properties. Okay, we are going to talk about this in future videos, but just for now I'm telling you that this is how you rotate things in After Effects. Okay, but with the help of this tool, you can, all you need to do, simply select that object, then select this tool, and then you can rotate it like this. Okay, then we have this pan behind tool. Now what is pan behind tool? This is also a very vast concept that we are going to understand when we are going to talk about shape layers, but let's learn some basic about it. Okay, let's delete this. Let's create one shape to understand how this tool works. Okay, now suppose if I created this ellipse over here like that. If you see over here, we have one point like structure over here, which is known as anchor point. And if I press R over here, I can rotate my object, but if you see, they are rotating according to this object, I mean this anchor point over here. So with the help of this pan behind tool, okay, I can select this object, and as you guys can see, I can adjust my pen anchor point like this. And now if I select my rotation tool, as you guys can see, the object is rotating along with this anchor point. So this is how this option works. Okay, let's hit Ctrl Z. So this is the use of pan behind tool. You can select this and you can adjust it wherever you want. Okay, so this is the use of pan behind tool. After that you have this option called shape layers. Obviously we are going to talk about in depth, but right now all you need to understand that After Effects provide this 5 shapes only. Okay, so you can create rectangle, you can create stars, etc, etc. Like you can create stars as well over here like that. Similarly you can create rectangle as well. Now if you are going to select any object, if you simply click on it, left click and create object, you can create something like this. But if you hold shift, you can create proper square like structure like this. Okay, over here you can select this, and now what I want is that this object should be properly at the center. So first thing you can do is that you can select your pan behind tool and you can adjust the anchor point of this one is properly at the center. Okay, like this. But it's very hard to adjust this anchor point properly at the center. So there is one shortcut to adjust this anchor point at the center. Simply press Ctrl Alt Home, which is a shortcut key to adjust the anchor point at the center like that. Okay, and then your selection tool should be selected to adjust it properly at the center. Now sometimes what happens is that our object is very complicated. For example, if I select my star tool and I have created this star, I have pressed Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. I'll press V for selection tool, then I'll select on my object and I'll try to adjust it at the center. But my object is very far away, and now I want to adjust it properly at the center. At that time, over here you can go to the effect and presets panels over here. Over here you will get this option called align, and over here you will get this alignment option. So you can choose align horizontally. So obviously from name itself you can understand that they are going to align them horizontally. Similarly you can choose align vertically. So with the help of this, you can properly align it like this. Okay, so this is the use of this options and align options as well as this anchor point tool. Okay, so let's delete that. After that, you will get this pen tool. With the help of this, you can create different kind of shapes over here like this, etc, etc. And one thing I forgot to tell you, that whenever we are going to choose pen tool or shape tool, along with that you will get these two options over here. One is fill as well as one is stroke. Now if you click on this fill over here, you will get these options like whether you want gradient, linear gradient, radial gradient, or none, which means you don't want any fill, and only solid color, which means something like this, and hit OK. And you can click on this color over here and you can decide whatever color you want and simply hit OK. Along with that, you can simply choose stroke color as well, like you can choose stroke color red, and then you can increase the size of this area over here. Okay, and if you don't want, simply go to the stroke options and simply delete the stroke. Okay, so this is the use of these two options in After Effects, okay, in shape layers, as well as you will get this option for this layer as well. So let's delete that. Then you have this option called text tool. Obviously from name itself you can type whatever text you want, which we are going to talk in depth in our further videos. But right now, just to understand, with the help of this you can simply create your text tool, and the shortcut key to select this option is Control T, which is a shortcut key to select your text tool. Simply type text over here, and whenever you are going to type anything, After Effects will automatically pop up with this option called characters, and over here you are gonna get so many different options related to this subject over here. Like you can choose font, etc, etc, which we are going to talk about whenever we are going to talk about in depth of this text tool. Okay, so these are the options provided by the toolbar of After Effects. Obviously there are so many different options like brush tool, the stamp tool, erase tool, this pinpoint, etc, but these options are not much more useful for motion graphics. They are much more useful for matte painting, VFX, and etc. Okay, out of which puppet tool is sometimes useful for motion graphics, but not much more. Obviously we are going to talk about in depth in their specific videos, but right now all you need to understand that After Effects comes with these options as well as these options in the effect and presets